What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Feel. Welcome back to me life. I hope everything is going well for y'all out there. We in some other more of restrictions we got going on here. I don't want to get too deep and into some of like what's going on and what my thoughts and whatever on that stuff. I will leave that for maybe another time on a video. But kind of like the times that we're going through now, it like leads into like it can lead into like deep depression, confusion, like the what the fuck moments, like what's going on. Why I thought I was doing good, and like I've mentioned this in many videos, but is this true? And especially this relates to it, is that, you know, you're thinking, fuck, everything was just going so well, and then now all of a sudden now they're doing this, or this is happening, this restriction's happening, and then we can't go do this no more for that reason or whatever. So it can lead to really bad confusion and depression. And it could cause awkward situations. It could cause bad arguments. It could cause bad debates. And one of the biggest thing, it will cause a divide. And it's already here. It's already been happening. And it can get worse for the divide. And keep those people on that side. Keep this person on that side. And people question it. But if you think about it, we've all been a part of it. We've all been a part of that divide because we've been, confusion of like, now we're just being selfish in our lives, and we want to do this. It's not like a bad selfish, is that we're just trying to, I think it's a balance, and I think it's an understanding that you need to come in between people and just people in general to help not have that divide. Now, everybody's not for everybody. That's just the real of it. So like you'll find your situations and your friends and the people you want to be around and stuff. And point is that that's the biggest thing, is that all this stuff that's going on can cause and has caused a huge divide. And that's not good. I'm sure people see it now more than before. And let's try not to ignore it. Because it's here, and people, like I said, people question it, and you have to think, man, you're part of it. You're part of that divide. You've been, people question it because they want this, they want that, and when they're not getting it, they'll fucking complain and they'll blame other things, and like, for example, like divide, and say, oh, why is this divide cause so many things? But I know people that say that don't even talk to me no more, and they've like pushed me away and like haven't got back to me or stuff like that, not even fucking complaining. That's not what I'm here to do in that sense. I'm just saying is that it's funny that people will talk about it out there, and then they've done it themselves to other people. But like, just especially now with all this, the vaccines and stuff like that. But my point is that this can really lead to like I said, depression and a huge divide, and it can lead to depression, can lead to addiction and doing things that you've never done before or you never thought you would. But let me say, I don't know if anybody knows this or if you've done your research on like most of this stuff, but in 2016, this is for like addictions and like more addictions. I can get into like suicides and stuff like that too, but 28,000 people have died of overdose since 2016, and that's since 2016, and those numbers have doubled since 2016. That's a lot of people, and that's for Canada, and it's happening in your city. It's happening in your city right now. This addiction type that people are running to like drugs and stuff, or because they have nothing. This divide, like, just people like push people away, so they like, these people run to this. But my point is that like there's 28,000 people in 1 year have died in 2016. In 2016, 4,000 of those people in 1 year, or 4,000 of those people have been in 1 month. This could be your family. This could be your old friend that you used to chat to and now they fell off because they had some issues and then they went to different routes, so you fucking kicked them out of their life and now they have nothing. This could be your cousin that you were close to at one point. This could be your uncle that you were chatting to a lot and close to. This could be your mother. This could be your father. This could be anybody, and anybody that's been on the street or that's on. This is not even just for the people on the street. This is just for everybody. Like, this is for everybody. It's just the streets are a problem because it's causing community problems and it's causing issues where theft is happening because they want their drugs, and this is happening because they want to get high, or this is happening because they can't get high. So this is not just for like them, it's like to help them and then plus like help the community, right? Like bring everybody together and help other people understand about this stuff. And they think that they can just say, well, just put him in treatment, put him in this, go to the hospital, go talk to these people. Okay. Then they do that. And then they're in there for like a week or two. And then they're back out on the street doing the same thing again. It's fucking more than that. Way more than just like, well, they should go to rehab. They should go this. Okay, rehab. That costs money. A lot of money. If you don't have the funding for it, or if you don't have the grant for it or anything like that, it's going to cost a lot of money for rehab. That's a different story than treatment. That's a different story than rehab is like a whole community everyday process. You have to go through different steps every single day, and if you miss certain things, then you can get written up and you don't have to be in the program anymore. Like they're serious, and it costs money for those things. But like finding the funding and stuff, and our healthcare system should be, they're wondering, oh, why do these people keep coming in and doing all this and then it's getting sick of it. And some of these people on the street, I know stories, and just people in general, they come in, oh, here comes Mark again, fucking OD'd. Oh, and then they give him the shit and kick him out the next day. So, like, why doesn't the healthcare system just, like put the money, like, in your cities, and put the money into your community to, like, help these people, as well as it could be, like, your family member or anybody that has been in this position. But I said they keep just putting them into, like, treatment for, like, a week or so, or put them in, oh, just go to a shelter, you'll get help there. Like, some of these people don't understand, and this is why I'm here, too. I'm not here to say, like, oh, you guys are stupid, and you don't know nothing, and you should know this, and you should know that. And, I mean, it's not really a should, it's, like, a hopefully that people can understand more, because it could be your daughter that's sitting in her room right now that you have no idea that she's doing drugs. And why is she doing those drugs? Why is she getting so lost? Like, there's a reason, and you think that you keep fighting for the reasons, but really she's giving you the answers. It's just you're not paying attention, and you're not seeing it towards your friend, or you're not seeing it towards your father, or whoever is in that spot. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're dead, or something like that. And then you're like, oh, I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known. Like, that's why I'm here too, because you have to know those signs to know that being silent all the time, one time being super happy, and then all of a sudden one day being super fucking silent for a couple days. Like, those are like key signs too. I don't know like every single bit of signs, but I'm sure that the people around you have given you answers and have given you signs to show that they're super struggling into these drugs. And again, I'm not just talking about the street people, this is just in general. And I know a lot of people just had normal lives and now they're not here because of that reason. Oh, they shouldn't have took that drug. But why were they? Well, they should have just got help. Where? Here? Not here. Not as much as you think. And it's here. There's help and there's support and stuff. And I'm sure a couple people have made it out and done well. But I know a lot of people have gone through these treatment systems, these short ones, did well for 3 months, and now they're nothing right now. They're absolutely on the street, and they're fucking lost everything. Because there's something else that's missing, that these treatment programs need to be stepped up. They need to have housing for these people. Then that's the first step. Getting them a clean place to stay, getting that stuff and setting rules, but being the human that understands and not just being like, that's why a lot of these people don't even like being in shelters, because there's a lot of like the counselors and stuff are so fucking strict, like stupid strict. They're not like strict as in normal things, like you have to shower, you have to like eat and stuff, you have to like be humble and stuff in the place. I'm talking like they think they have control of you completely, and they think that they can tell you what to do in those certain times, which if they're not listening to what you know you need to be doing, then it can't be helped, right? So but like this stuff, doing these things in the community, coming together and everybody coming together to understand all these things, it will help clean up your street, and it will help you make you feel better that your community is safe and that these people are safe. Like, there's safe injections sites, and that will just keep you being an addict, and that's just another thing. We're putting you in treatment for a couple weeks and then thinking that the problem is going to be solved. No, like, there's a rehab in Toronto, and I've mentioned this one before, that there is an 85%, and I think the percentage is up now, and there's an 85% success rate, and they've been open for like over 4 years, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I know that they've been open for a while, and it's just a huge community thing that but it costs money, and it's not that easy just to be like, oh, let's just bring these people in and show them an easy route. Oh, by the way, you have to pay 10 grand just to go through this system. Oh, I don't have that 10 grand. Oh, okay, we'll go back out. It's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And like, and the healthcare system complains that this is happening, and they have to keep up with these things. Well, fucking change. Make a difference, and put the money towards certain things that well, we don't want to help them because it was their choice to do the drug. But why the fuck did they get there? Because they keep getting shot down, and they have nothing. These people have had families. These people have had houses. Well, it was their choice to do the drug to live. But why? Why? And let's see what else I got. So like, yeah, so I always have like these counselors and talk, and people come together and talk about these things, but they have these people that are talking about these things in these offices aren't fucking anything to do with whoever's going through this bullshit. They've just gone through fucking the silver spoon all through their life, and they got fed, and they fucking made it into this without going through any trouble. And then they're talking about, they know about all the addictions and all the strugglings and the depressions and stuff that's going around in your city, that's bringing your city down, that's ruining it and ruining your community. And you could be doing both sides and fixing both sides and helping both sides. So we need these people like me that have gone through it, or like, I know people that have, what's up, homie? I know people that have gone through it too, and then we need the street people to actually like speak up too, and go to these meetings and talk about what they actually fully need too, because it's obviously not going to get fully answered unless you get the right answer. If you're not asking the right question, you're not going to get the right fucking answer. And I almost guarantee you, if you ask half of these people, they're going to give you the right answer. They're going to show you exactly what they want, because these people they're human, they have goals, they have dreams. But yeah, they're caught up, of course they are. Yes, they're pushing the cart around there. Yes, there's your daughter or somebody that's sitting in their house right now, or their apartment, that's doing drugs or getting lost or wanting to kill themselves or something like that. They're lost for a reason. There's a reason why they're in that position. But bringing yeah, so like these recovery houses, would be a great idea. Recovery houses and like full treatments. Like, I'm talking like a 6-month process, or like a 5-month process, or whatever. It'd probably take a little longer. And this is for like the willing though too. It's like you want to help. You can't help everybody, but this is really for like the people that really want it. And there's a lot of people that don't. And as sad as it sounds, they don't. And they're so far gone. But I guarantee you, if they were the person that was just starting, they still can be helped. But there's so many people that are so far gone, they just don't believe in any fucking help, because they got tossed down by so many people. They got tossed over to A to B to C to D. I've been through the system, so I know that you can get tossed around. You get comfy with somebody, you start talking about your feelings, you start bringing out who you are and stuff, and then you think everything's going good, and oh, hey, by the way, you have to switch workers now. It's like, what? That happened to me like 4 or 5 times, maybe 6 times, a few times, a lot of times. It happened. And so that can really like mess with your head too, right? So it's finding the proper people to like communicate with, and with these recovery houses and these programs that we need more programs. It will help rebuild them, and it will help rebuild your community, and it will help keep things clean and running properly, and everybody like, you know, settled, and not being so worried to walk places. Like, what people tell them is not the truth. And then what I know, what I see, I'm like, wait a minute, they're telling lies about what these people really are. When I'm like, no, that's not what it is. I've been here for 35 years. I've been here in my city for 35 years. I left for a year to London to try to find myself, which it helped me, and then I ended up back in my city. But I forget what I was getting to. Shit. But no, I had, rebuilding. So like, I had to like, I think that's what I was saying. But anyways, these people, not even just the street people, just people in general that are struggling with mental health. Mental health covers a lot of different things. And then with addiction as well. And a lot of people, especially in these times, are struggling with mental health. And especially in these times. And it's fucking still blows my mind that I got clean during the pandemic. And I'm talking about we need these people to talk to and communicate with. But I had none of that. 85% of the time I had none of that during the pandemic. The start of it when I was going through recovery. And I still made it out. But there's a key to that too, is finding what you love to do and finding things to like keep you busy. And I already had that set. It's just drugs were holding me back. And then as soon as I got clean, I got back into doing it again. But there's people that don't have that and don't know what they want, and they've never been taught or never been shown different things properly. Properly is the key to know how to go about it to help rebuild themselves and help rebuild their surroundings and who they're around and stuff like that. And we need more programs and stuff for this, because I'm fucking telling you that there is somebody sitting in your room right now. Somebody, I don't know who it is that's listening, but I guarantee you that there's somebody sitting in their room right now that you live with. It's your daughter or your son, or it's your father, your mother, or if it's your friend, your roommate, whoever it is. There is somebody out there, at least one person I can say, that's guaranteed sitting in their room depressed out, and they're doing drugs, and you right now have no idea, and you think everything's good. It's not. So like, helping people be aware of what's actually going on, and to know how to like question it. And you can't just be like, you need to get the fuck out of the house, why are you doing drugs? And they're like, oh my god, I didn't know I was doing wrong. Like, that's what's like going through their head, right? So like, coming at them and like, hey man, what's going on? Like, is everything okay? Like, you can talk to me, you can feel comfortable, because these people want to feel comfortable to know who to talk to. They have to feel comfortable with you to talk to. So when you approach it different and not approach it with aggressive and saying, why are you doing drugs? Yeah, it was your choice. And just giving all this fucking push at them, coming at them with like humbleness and but like, you know, like, oh, it's like everything's going, you know. If you notice something and you just can't do nothing about it and they're like silent, if you just notice something, maybe try to ask them, see what's up, because you never know. And it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a shit who you are. You can go through this. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care if you're a billionaire. I don't care if you have nothing. I don't care if you're middle class. I don't care if you're happy as shit. You think, no, this shit can happen to you, and it can happen very, very quickly in a blink of an eye. And you will be like, oh shit, I didn't think this can happen. And that right there can still put you in a deeper spot, because you're so what's the word? You feel so guilty of yourself that you were doing so well, and then all of a sudden you're here. So that can keep you feel so guilty. And when I was doing drugs, I kept doing drugs more. There was one reason out of many, but one of the reasons is because I still felt guilty that I did it the night before. Even though I didn't want to, I still did it. So I felt guilty, so I still did it. So like, even like, you know, you can still feel that way of like, you feel the guilt of that you were doing so well, and then you like, you know, something happened. Try to keep the focus on, okay, these things happen, let's try to figure it out and move on to the next step, and then whatever happened before is now gone, right? But if you're like, I mentioned this before, if you're dwelling on it, overthinking it like too much, then it's going to overthink you to the point to bad or a situation you don't want to be in. So, my mic is out. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all listening to my little rants. And I just wanted to I just rambled and just went with the flow there. I had a couple things written down because I wanted to talk about them. But I'm here for, this is The Real Feel, and I sometimes I forget, but this channel is The Real Feel, and it's about, me life in general. Your life, be you. Take back your life and take control and be yourself. But it's also the real feel. I like to talk about things like that to help make awareness and help people, or make awareness and help people understand these things. And it can happen to your neighbor, and like I said, the person sitting in your room, but I almost guarantee you it's happening right now. And it's sad, but it's gonna take time for all us to come together, and a lot of people are waking up now. A few people are waking up now during this pandemic and all this crap. So it's gonna take years from that, but if we stop this, it's gonna keep happening, y'all. It's gonna keep the divide, the hate, and all that bullshit, man. It's gonna keep happening if we don't figure something out. And it starts with me. Well, not just starts with me, but at least I'm trying to put my efforts into it and words to help. So I try my best. I can't do much right now, but I'm trying. So I appreciate y'all. I'm going to leave it at that because we're 21 minutes. And I'm telling you right now, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. If you're listening right now and you listen to this whole video, I truly do appreciate you. And I thank you for making it this far. And so I'll leave it at that. I hope everything goes well for the rest of the day. I hope your weekend goes well. Whatever you're doing, stay inside because it's super fucking cold out. No, you don't have to stay inside, but it's super cold out today. At least in my area, it's -20 today. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Much love to everybody. Keep that head up. Keep smiling. Peace out.